functions, because in many cases they're also first responders. In terms of training, I just want to mention that we really support and we participate in Department of Interior, Department of Department of Defense, Department of Justice training in a number of different areas, whether it's antitrust, procurement, human trafficking, etc., public corruption, because those are very important areas, and we'll continue to collaborate with our federal military counterparts. And I agree with Chief Camacho's comment that we have had very good working relationships, and what we want to see is to continue those relationships where civilian victims, for example, do feel that they understand the military process or the federal process, if that's the route the case will take, and that they have a voice. And so when we have this dialogue with our JAGs, for example, and our prosecutors, it works very well because we can also assist in that communication. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney General. Attorney Rapadas.
You know, every U.S. Attorney's Office has what's called a Special Assistant United States Attorney program where members of law enforcement outside of the office can participate in prosecuting cases in the district court, in federal district courts. Guam is not an exception. We have SALSAs, Special Assistants in military, the Air Force, and the Navy. They prosecute a lot of the crimes that occur on base. So we expect their work to increase as more members come on island. We will support their efforts as they prosecute the thefts and the exchanges, the assaults, the domestic violences, those sorts of things that are, again, attendant to an increase in number. My concern is, and I agree, the numbers of the various crimes will go up. My concern is that there's a perception out there that it's going to be inordinately the military member that commits the crime. I mean, that's a concern that I have, and that's people hear that all the time. They hear stories about this and that it's the military that caused the problem. But, through time, perception becomes reality. You have a media who doesn't show both sides. But the fact of the matter is, when you look at the facts, the crimes, the rate of crime committed by the military member in, for instance, Okinawa, is actually many, many times lower than the average Okinawan. So, when you translate that and you try to just look at the headlines and bring it to Guam, all this crime's going to occur to Guam, lock up the houses. I mean, that's the sort of attitude that we shouldn't have, because the facts, I mean, as you look at the latter part of the year, and these are statistics collected by the Japanese government themselves, and you look at it, the rate of the military member goes down, is slowly going down, and the rate of the Okinawan citizen is going up, which suggests that the lower if the military members leave Okinawa, the rate for the Japanese or the Okinawan citizen may actually skyrocket. So I'm concerned that misperception is out there. We need to be prepared for, obviously, increases in these sorts of crimes, because they will occur, because just as a function of numbers. And that's a concern I have.
Thank you, Attorney Rapadas. That is a good point. Instead of looking at just one component, to look at the whole components of crime rates and et cetera. Attorney General Limtiaki, you have one more comment?
I just wanted to clarify. I think many of us here understand that when we speak about the military buildup and we talk about the anticipated population growth, that we understand that it's based on an increase of different individuals that will be coming to Guam. So we understand it's not just the military, but we understand there are businesses, contractors, individual families that are civilian in nature. So I think in terms of our comments that it is intended to relate to the fact that in any increase in population, and in this case, it's an increase in population that's coming aboard because of a buildup with the military. But in any increase in population, the unfortunate fact is, and we wish it was different, you usually have some increase in criminal activity, because we're not perfect. It's not a perfect society. And so we just need to be prepared and understand what those areas may be. And that's the reality that I think, especially with first responder law enforcement agencies, have to deal with. And this again is, these are also comments and observations from other jurisdictions and communities who have experienced something similar. Thank you.
Okay. Attorney Rapadas will have a short comment, and then we should have at least one question because we have a, no, I'm getting a no. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Cut. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Attorney Rapadas, your short comment,
The
please.
Attorney General brings up a great point. There are other individuals that will be on island other than the military. But you have to remember that almost half of the Marines assigned here won't be on island at any one point in time. They'll be off island. Many have families. Many are officers. And if any of them have any ambition, they're going to stay out of trouble. They have bosses that will keep them out of trouble. So, that's a point that, but the point that the Attorney General brings up about different, other individuals being here, those are different dynamics.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Rapadas. And I've been told that my time and our time is up. We are unfortunately not going to be able to have our favorite attendees give any questions, but please write them down on the card and we will try to find a way to get it back to you if you have the contact information written down. Thank you so much.